You are listening to High Score 510.
Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
Smells like feet.
Hey, bro.
Maybe it is my feet.
Hey, it's the voodoo shit, baby.
That's
voodoo.
Crazy. No, I'm cool for this, man. That shit made me want to throw up.
No, eat that shit. You don't like it. Close your nose.
What do you mean close my nose?
Close your nose.
Why does the voodoo chip smell like feet, Jared?
I don't know why he can't close his nose.
Wait, did you put some shit in it?
No, they're voodoo chips.
No.
Oh, but I got some Haribos for you, though, bro. I know these are the vegan ones, though, for real.
I don't eat them no more.
You don't even eat vegan Haribos?
Dude, I can't eat sugar.
Shout out to Haribo. Sponsorship.
Oh, cool.
You ain't no more sugar, bro?
Oh,
damn, Dari. All right, here we go.
You see that Red Bull?
Turn that headphones up. Turn my
sugar free, man.
Sugar free.
Hey, shout out to Red Bull sponsorship. Sugar free.
Shout out to my boy Sugar Free, the rapper.
Hey, for real, Red Bull. For
ready,
real sponsorship, man. Jared's right. Red Bull, come through. I'm tired of spending $2.50 twice a day.
Sugar Free sponsorship.
Come on, man.
You and your boy CNH.
Red Bull, I've seen you donate fucking energy drinks to people on the curb, homeless and shit, man. Like, come on, man. I'll shout you out, man. At least give a motherfucker a case.
Hey, man. Being homeless is a 24-hour day job.
Yo, Red Bull, I had to chase down a white girl in a motherfucking small-ass Red Bull Fiat one day just to get my fix. Now, I need reparations. Pay me back. Matter of fact, Red Bull, I'm a tourist. My favorite color is red. Literally, that makes me a Red Bull. I have more gang in this. Go ahead, Aaron. Tell
Red Bull, he's a bull because he's a bull for couples at nighttime. Just for that, he should get Red Bull sponsorship.
I'm pretty sure Aaron is speaking in poor terminology. I just learned what the bull is recently.
Yeah. He is a BBC bull.
I've been watching all of the it was like a it was on World Star. It was on something. It was on World Star. It was the pre-launch to Kanye West. Kanye West basically is going to be the creative director for the Pornhub Awards.
He did it already.
It was last week.
Oh,
so it was like last week.
Okay, well, they were like, it was the pre-launch to the award show. So shout out to you, Kanye. I watched that, and then that thing, one of the people was Bull of the Year. And I was like, what category is this that they're talking about? Kanye.
Hold on, I gotta look up the awards. Bull of the Year.
Do any of y'all know what a BBC is?
Jerry, you like Moana's stunt double.
That's Maui's stunt double. Get it right.
No, Moana.
Moana stunt double.
What are you talking about? Maui was played by a much bigger person, Jerry.
You look like Sour Strips came out with a pork flavor, bro.
You look like a busted open medicine bag.
This hot chew pork ass nigga here gonna try to talk about on me. I ain't gonna take that shit no more. Let's get the show started. Fuck you, man. It's all good. It's all good. Hey, man.
I am happy that you won the U.S. Open this weekend, though.
Hey, man.
I think for equality reasons,
man, yo, watch out for them from
really
Chinegros.
I'm really proud of you.
These Chinegros. We got game. I'll tell you, back in my prime, bro.
She was a Japanese Negro.
Chinegro, it don't matter. Hopper Negroes.
First of all, she's not really even a Negro. She has another...
Wait, she not Hopper Negro?
She's Haitian.
That's Hopper Negro, nigga.
You know what's funny? Around the world, everybody else who's black ain't nigga. You know that, right?
They still niggas. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You are listening to the High Score Podcast. You can find us on the Instagram, the YouTube, the Twitter, the Twitter, and our own website, highscore510.com, .net, or .gov, one of those.
Yeah, you know
It's coming up eventually. We ain't. But you can also find us on Spotify now, guys. We are now Spotify certified. Hey, Spotify.
iTunes is left. We got that long decline. iTunes is left.
Shout out to Spotify sponsorship.
/EBT.
You know you love us, and we love you back. We're going to say some things that's going to offend you, but also mend you.
Come
we just don't want to pretend to you.
Just start the fucking show.
Bro, I was about to start the show with some nice hot fire, some of them lyrics. Boom.
But you gonna start the show or what, man? We gonna sit over here quiet.
See how agitated he is? Let's make strawberry lemonade. Let's make strawberry lemonade.
I'm so pissed right now. I don't even know what this is.
He's strawberry.
I'm so pissed right now.
He's refusing to start the show.
Hey man, hey 510, hey fans, listen up. I'm about to walk out.
Let me cue up the sound bites too. My screen closed on me. I'm sorry.
I saw it closed, and I was waiting.
You gotta have a redo to that shitty ass intro. Gosh.
Mr. Darnell, no one is permitted to move during the singing of the song.
Hey Jared.
For sure. All right.
Jared, listen. Just start the show again. All right. This was fine.
All right.
I
was about to introduce the next person.
No, Jared, just start this show.
Okay. And we are here with.
Are we starting? We just going straight to that?
No, he ain't gonna let me.
We are here.
Are we going straight to that? Wait, hold on. You missed some steps.
Huh?
Did you do the welcome already?
Yeah, I did the welcome.
Like 7 minutes ago.
But then he kept talking. I didn't know he did it. I can't be blamed for that. I didn't know he did it.
Please start the show again.
All right, here we go. Starting. We're here with. This is Aaron Grayson, a.k.a. Triples, coming at you. Like the guy who had the job of changing Aretha Franklin's wardrobe during her funeral.
Buddy asked me, he said, hey man, you been playing that Fortnite? You been playing that video game Fortnite? No, I haven't. I'm a grown-ass man. I haven't been playing Fortnite. I've been trying to find some coochie for tonight. Shnimananaya, thank you very much.
That Will Ferrell? What the hell is that?
It's some dude who looks just like Jeff Buddy.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. I have no idea who that dude is. Some dude online just post that video. We are also here with.
Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm gonna make this quick. This is Adarius, a.k.a. smoking out in the back of Jerry's hair, because I ain't got nothing else to do. Listen to this motherfucker talk about nonsense for the next hour and a half.
He will talk nonsense.
That's all I got, Jared. I mean, I really don't even want to say nothing that's positive or even make sense.
Oh.
And he's, right now, Jared's waiting to drop a soundbite, but it clearly ain't working.
It's ready.
Because he's looking at me like, you stall, and I'm just about to walk out.
Okay, I got you.
You can trouble me for a warm glass of shut the hell up. Now you will go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep.
That's great. You know what I was going to say? In my brain, I said, if this is going to go past, I counted. I said, if this is going to go past 60 seconds, I was going to walk out, and when I was walking out, I was going to flip the table. So I'm glad.
You would have flipped all the feet chips all over the place.
I would have been fine with that.
And we are also here with, my name is Jarrett, a.k.a. DJartt with 2 T's. For a double dose of that tink tink. The D is silent, so it's simply Jartt.
I think a lot of things in this world were only a dream for Martin Luther King. Not a one-term, but a 2-term African-American president. And this is a terrible country. That was a dream for Martin Luther King. I got interracial marriages. I go to a church that's an interracial church.
With the jungle fever.
Those were only dreams for Martin Luther King. Black head coaches, black quarterbacks at places like Georgia and Alabama and Clemson. When Martin Luther King that was just a dream.
Oh, you're so lucky, Jared. I was about to walk out.
You almost had to walk out.
Oh, Jared. Oh, dude.
Adarius, I think you need to just heed by the words of the most,
hey guys, I just
knowledgeable.
want to say that was around 52 to 54 seconds.
That was 45 seconds.
45, okay. Well, I counted about 52 seconds. I was about to walk out.
I have some advice for Adarius. I need him to start adhering to the principles of the all-knowing, all-wise, spiritual Dabo Sweeney. okay? Because he has knowledge.
Love, peace, education, tolerance of others, Jesus.
That's what we need. That's what we need. All of that rolled into one.
Hey man, football's back. Football's back. I got juiced up. I had to bring back Dabo Swinney. Football's back.
That means
You
Jared.
had all this and you didn't show us.
I offered it to him. This nigga didn't want to
No, you
smoke.
offered it to me while we were walking up the stairs. I said, just hold on to it.
Oh, it was ready whenever
He
he
had
was
it
ready.
ready,
Pocket
the two of
loaded.
them ready to go.
Oh, that's so
with
cute.
good stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's nice, Jared.
Oh man, you gotta smell it.
Oh,
You
great.
mad.
That's even better.
You
I'm out
be
here
mad.
smoking dog cabbage. The fuck is
Hey man, hey, those are the deals that you made, my
Dog
friend.
cabbage to come behind a dog's ear.
Come on. Well, hey y'all, welcome back. We are happy to be back with y'all. It is football season, and football is back, my friends. Football is back. Can I stop it real quick? We have to call it the elephant in the room. We are also short. We are not the quad coon conundrum this week. We are not the four horsemen of the podcast apocalypse. We are simply two Kuhns and Rick Ross stunt double.
Hey, let me just say, for
You call us coons after it was all put all over
Social
we
media.
just want to let y'all know why this is so terrible right now. It's because we're actually all really high right now. Shout out to Cushy Punch sponsorship. I used
Shout
to
out
get them at 100 milligrams, and I would go in the bathroom to take a shit and come back like 2 hours later after taking a nap.
That's how I used to, when I worked at Planned Parenthood, we used to sleep on the toilet. We had a rule, we didn't take a piss in one of the toilets. There was only 3 guys that worked there.
Yeah.
And one of them never used the bathroom. I don't think he had a bladder. And so the rest of us, me and my other homeboy, we used to set it up. And we set up the toilet tissue so we go out there and just sleep.
Shout out to Brandon, who cannot be here today. He said he'd call in later. So
Just to let you know, I'm challenging myself today. I'm trying to go the whole show without saying the N-word.
Oh,
Okay,
wow,
nigga.
there we go.
Jared's already making it hard.
I'm gonna cuss this nigga out.
Yeah,
I'm already making it hard all day today.
You ain't a nigga, you my nigga.
I'm just gonna say nigga for no reason now. Thank you. I'm glad you told me. Man.
Thank you.
My nigga hurt.
That's my
But it's like,
Nigga.
Yeah, it's going hard. So congratulations, Aaron. You niggered yourself.
yeah, you don't paint yourself into a nigga.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my boy Brandon. But also, white people get it together. You can figure it out. You can stop yourself. You can be conscious. It's not woke. It's just respectful. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
That concludes another episode of Dari's
Oh man, you
Diaries.
want to call it Dari Diaries?
It's obvious that Darius
Yeah,
don't want to do
look,
Darius.
it must be better. Dari Diaries are way better than Jared's
Darius
Diaries.
keep up.
Hey man, I diarrhea over
Jared's
this mic
diarrheas
all
are
day,
fucking terrible.
every day.
So yeah, whatever. Dari's Diaries.
He keeps turning down your Darius Diaries, and yet you keep wanting to do it.
He goes into these nice little soliloquies. I'll be like, man, I'm feeling you, Darius. I like what you're saying.
Nah, man, you ain't feeling what I'm saying.
I am.
No, you not. You feeling Ella.
Because I look good. I smell good. I feel good.
Come on, man.
Shout out to you, Ella. Ella, you are missed.
Alone at night, my
Wanna give you a
I don't
kiss.
love.
Ella.
Alone from night to night, you find me.
Nights like this, I wish that Ella would fall. No.
Okay. All right. Now, Jared.
I like booty.
Okay.
Come on, he's gone on the road. He gone on the road. We lost him.
He just said,
I think I got my swagger back.
Oh, damn.
I think Aaron Rodgers just got his swagger back.
Oh, man.
He just threw his second touchdown pass of that quarter.
Man, that's crazy. Ella, Jared says you have no cakes. That is unfortunate.
He's stupid. I did not say that.
That's fucked up,
But I
Ella.
don't give a damn what none of you bitches says, and none of you hoe ass niggas either.
Wow. Wow.
Damn, Jay, you just insulted everybody.
I ain't Brian that nigga Joe. I know, but that camel
Left for you to
You're literally off the rails. That was like, I just realized, that was like,
You officially insulted everybody.
yo, that was like 2 whole minutes into soundbite response. I was in a daze for a second. Like it happened so fast, man. Jared, you must be contained. We must protect this house.
All right, let's go.
All right. So let's talk about this. Football season just started.
Football's back.
I want to talk about something really quick that's important to me. With the start of Thursday.
I got nothing to say. I was listening to you. I was ready to see where you go. I'm ready to get my thoughts ready to vibe off of you. And this dude is gonna make me use the N-word. I think that's what he's trying to do. He can't be doing this on purpose. He has to be trying to make me try to use the N-word. Because I'm sitting here getting ready to do the show. I'm listening to you.
I'm really still.
You about to bring something up. I'm waiting. I'm like, man, we got a lot of things to talk about. We got the Nike ad. We got Kaepernick. We got football season start. And Dari's about to set it off. I'm sitting here juiced. And this dude gonna come out and hit.
I'm honestly thinking about walking out.
All right, sorry, I didn't.
I have reasons to walk out now. Right, folks? All right, this is starting the show. Thursday, we started Thursday night. Started the football season, precluded 2018-19 football season, and it's kind of weird because in the last year, maybe year and a half of football, it's been plagued by a lot of controversy with the kneeling and the anthem, and less focus on the sports and the abilities of the players and the magnitude of the game. With that said, Nike decided to release this campaign for their 30th anniversary of Just Do It, the campaign slogan. And with that, they rolled out one of their new campaign sponsors and also recurring campaign sponsors, Colin Kaepernick.
My boy Cap.
My boy Cap.
That was the first. Wasn't that the name of our first ever episode?
I think so. My boy was in his first season
Cap,
one.
Yeah,
Season
definitely
one
first or second.
First episode, yeah.
So we've been sitting with you, Cap, for a minute, but
shout out to Colin Kaepernick coming on our show.
Yeah, man. So I'm just curious, man. Like, you know, with the fact that Nike stands with them, the fact that Nike actually just put out an official like ad using his face and his likeness to kind of combat what he, you know, not even combat, just to stand with him and what he's trying to combat. How important is this to the NFL? Are they chopping at him? I mean, is this shots fired? Man, like, is this? You know, I'm trying to figure that out.
I feel like the NFL is cool with it, except for the, you know, I think the thing with the NFL, some of the owners, especially ones that call themselves close to Trump and moneymakers, were the ones that were being pushed by him. Remember, they were down there kneeling too until Trump, especially after Trump called all the players SOBs, they were kneeling with their players. But then when Trump talked to Jerry Jones and said this is a must-win for him, then that's when he started changing his tune, trying to get all the league rules change about kneeling, making his own Dallas Cowboys saying this and that. But I think as far as like the Philly owner, who said when they first came out with that silly-ass rule before the season started saying that all players must stand or stay in the locker room, he said my players to do whatever they want and I'll pay the fines. And he said I pay them all. And so I think, and there was a couple other owners. So I think the owners in football are behind the players. ESPN is behind the players, what they stand for, what CAP stand for. They said they're no longer showing the flag salute. Trump called them cowards. Who else came out recently?
I think it's just yeah. I don't
Did you guys see what happened midday yesterday?
Happened yesterday.
The NFL released an official statement saying that the anthem policy is just basically on hold.
Yeah, they got rid of it.
And they're is there officially they got rid of it officially?
All right, it's on hold. They will do nothing.
Yeah, they're not doing nothing.
Well, remember they also had they lead spokesman is a woman.
Oh yeah,
and she came out after the Apple one. She was Nike ad. She was super juiced. It was like we stand by our players to stand by how they feel and support they need.
So I think what the NFL is trying to do is just tread lightly. They understand what's going on. I mean,
I think some of the owners don't want to lose their pocketbook. That's their worry.
Listen, I'm about to give you a genius idea.
But Nike being willing and able to sponsor this concept makes a really big splash in the degree that it's the largest sports apparel company in the United States. Is it in the world?
Probably the world.
Probably the world too.
Pretty close.
And is willing to support somebody who stands for a certain politicized but just human rights issue. And that's the main thing. It's like they're standing up with the dude who has a human rights issue. It's been politicized. So Nike, sponsoring it, I can see where it's like, man, are they just going to make money off this? Are they really going to do anything to support? But then also just somebody big stepping up. I always say it has to be a white person stepping up to help make that change. When white people start speaking out on things and really expressing the same concern or aligned concerns or even just allyship, that's some of the most powerful tools you have. And so in this way, this is a valuable and the largest, apparel company that has an impact and has its own, plane in the whole sports business, economy. I think that's a really big value to whatever Cap is trying to achieve. And I think it's important that somebody steps up and does it. Now, was Nike doing it all for gain, or are they doing it for moral reasons, or is it a combination? That's to be determined in how things play out. But them supporting him, I'm not upset with. I actually am encouraged by that because I think it changes the discourse now. And he has a platform that goes across just football, because there's a lot of people who don't watch football, but there's still a lot of people who engage in athletic wear and gear. So I think it's dope.
I'm actually down with all of the way of protesting, but if you actually saying you want to show people that it's not about the troops and that it's your stance against something, and that's why you're kneeling, is because you're taking a visible stance against America in the way us niggas is getting shot in these streets.
Or in their apartments.
I mean, in all facets.
Shout out to Dallas PD. We'll get to that later.
What you can do is, if you still believe in those other rights that America stands for, that unifies us, you can still kneel on your left leg and put your hand on your knee, or excuse me, put your elbow on your knee and put your hand on your heart. Because that's still a part of the national anthem. And whatever they like to see, or whatever people are calling that unifies us, you put your hand on your heart and you respect the flag. Now, the stance in which people are taking, though, you got to take a physical stance. You got to show people that you stand for something, and you have to stand out by doing that. Mm-hmm. And so by kneeling, you're standing out. You're using that ability to stand out. And I think what they should do is, man, just to shut motherfuckers up. We were talking about military veterans and all this shit, like being American, being unified. Just, shut them the fuck up. Like, similar to white people getting cornrows. White people kneeling for the flag is the same people as white people getting cornrows. No, it's something that they can do because they have fucking hair. Right? Yeah. You can do it. You have fucking hair in the head, and if you have long enough hair, you can fucking do it. It's not cultural appropriation to do it, but it's synonymous with something that's so deep in another culture that when you do it, even if you do it, subsequently you're going to disrespect somebody, right? And so what the other side I think I'm hearing from them at this point is they've decided to take a protest in the stands in the middle of something that they find so sacred, which is the national anthem, right?
That's also their football Sundays.
Okay, whatever. I'm just saying, we're just talking about what they're fucking arguing about, right?
Yeah. People have made sports and their sports teams sacred to a degree, too. It's like crazy.
Well, it took Sunday away from God. I'll tell you that. NFL took Sunday away from God.
Oh, man.
They stole it from God right under his nose.
You up in arms on that. So Pastor A.G. Thrizzle, is the NFL anti-God?
It ain't anti-God.
Is it the beast?
Just on Sunday, the days that it is God.
Is it a false idol?
Hey. There's people out there willing to sacrifice their sons. I'm going to sacrifice other people's sons so I can watch football on Sunday. you think I was goddamn Abraham the way I'm sacrificing people's sons?
Surprise call, the black Mexican.
Yeah, we recording this.
Black Cuban Puerto Rican.
Black Mexican. Black Mexican. Peadro himself, y'all. Just called in. We about to set him up, get him in, tapped in.
We're gonna do come back in 5 minutes and we'll do a quick Q&A with you.
There's some Mexican girls that I'm interested in, huh?
Really?
Always.
Oh man, you need to go get you that. What's wrong with you?
I just set up a conversation. So Peadro's gonna call back in 5 minutes. We have any football or just worldly questions you want to ask him? We got some people setting questions on Twitter. They wanted for Peadro, so we're gonna ask some of those.
People had questions for Peadro?
Yeah, man.
Did people have questions for us? No.
No.
I didn't have a question for us. We on the show.
Hold on. People had questions for Peadro, but not for us.
Peadro got to follow him, man.
He got to follow him.
Jared must have questions for Peadro that he said he got from Twitter. Hey, listen, I've learned the last year something that's actually fascinating, but also so heartbreaking. Jared tells the most dumbest lies I've ever met. It's like, it's so pointless. Like, about the other real shit is solid, man. But about the littlest, dumbest shit, like, Jared, where are you? I'm outside. Jared's actually taking a shit. You know? Like, shit like that. Like, Jared, I don't know why he does it.
Excuse me.
So
I like to defend myself.
Even the story of Ella, I can't really believe in that. Ella had a boyfriend. We uncovered that she didn't, and then all of a sudden the next day, Ella don't have no boyfriend. They broke up.
It was crazy.
That timing
it was coincidental.
It was crazy.
When it happened, I was like, oh, like that. The next day after we recorded, I hung out with her. She's like, yeah, so we're not a thing anymore. I was like, oh, goddamn, I gotta slow play this one.
Jared touched everybody immediately and said, "Oh fuck."
They broke up.
Ella, shout out to you. I'm gonna stop abusing you because this #MeToo movement is strong, and I don't want to appear like I'm actually abusing women. I'm just joking with you, Ella. But I gotta say, for the last time, Jared has talked about having sex with you.
That's a lie. For real though, we need to get some questions for Peadro. So y'all want to come up with like 1 each, 2 each?
I ain't coming up. You don't want to lie.
I didn't lie. I just extended the truth.